All right, so we are recording. We are going to do monitor one. All right. Yay. Okay, guys. Hopefully you guys can see. All right, can you see the slides now? How's that look? Yes? All right, good. Welcome. Yay. All right, so we're going to get crack-a-lackin'. This is how to do an annual party at your house, or if you're brand new, you're in the right spot. Or if you're, maybe you've only been in 6 months or a year and you're like, you know what, I really need to get my business crack-a-lackin'. This is for you because this is going to give you lots of tips and tricks. And I'm going to zoom fast because we have a lot to get through, and that way I can take some questions at the end. So this is a way to do a party at your own house, which I'm a really big fan of, because what it does is it's going to get your name out in the community. It is a way for you literally to walk up to people you do not know and talk to them about your pure romance business, which I love, because I know a lot of you are really nervous and you always ask me, like, Dana, how do I, walk up to people? How do I talk to people about pure romance? And you know what? The bottom line is nobody feels like it's the most fun part of our job. I know I don't love walking up to random people, walking up to strangers and talking about pure romance. And so literally having a party at your own house is actually a great cheat way for you to solicit people and talk to them about pure romance without feeling like uncomfortable on your end. We don't want to feel like, oh my God, I'm like this salesperson. So when I was new, I had two parties at my house because I had a lot of people to invite. And I think things were a little easier 14 years ago because there wasn't all these electronics. We didn't all have cell phones. In fact, God, I don't even know if I had a cell phone. There was obviously really no internet going on, basically a Yahoo chat group. So times were a little slower. So things were different. But I did do two parties at my house. I would recommend, I forgot to put this in the slide, you do this on a weeknight. Do not do two things Dana's going to tell you is one, you're not to do an open house. And number two, you are not to do it on a Friday or Saturday night, okay? I wouldn't even do it on a Saturday afternoon. I wouldn't do it on a Sunday afternoon. I recommend a weeknight. So pick a Monday through Thursday, preferably a Thursday night. Thursday night seems to be a great turnout for people. I can't do Thursdays because I have my kids on Wednesdays and Thursdays, so that's why I tend to do them on a Tuesday. So what I do is I print out the invitation, which I'm going to show you, and I take it everywhere. So you need to plan this just like you would do a flash sale. So those of you who've done flash sales before, or if you're getting ready to do one, you always want to do a flash sale 6 to 8 weeks out for starting it. I know it's crazy. It's what, May? And I just got an invitation to a flash sale that is taking place July 24th. And I thought, wow, someone's really planning here 2 months prior. And then I thought, you know what? What a great idea. How smart. Start doing it now. So that's why you got to hop on this right away. All right, so you can take these to your hair appointments. This is why you do it in advance, because you maybe only have a hair appointment every 6 weeks. You maybe only go to the nail salon every 3 weeks. You maybe go into the tanning, place once a month, whatever. And the soccer moms, like, they rotate in and off the field for my kids' team. So I need to have these printed up 2 months in advance. And your neighbors, your family, your friends, I literally at my last eye appointment passed out little goodie bags and put the invitation to my house in there. And, I got texts from people saying, oh my God, I'm going to try to make it. It was really cool. It's also my dentist appointment. I had to get 2 crowns put on. Guess what I was doing? I was literally passing this out. I passed it out to the dentist, told him to tell his wife. So anywhere, anybody, everyone's a target, and everyone loves a party at your house. And your website is on the invitation, which I'm going to show you. So here's the top of my invitation. This is the first way you're going to invite. So if you're on the phone, I'm just going to tell you, it's a paper invitation. You can do a flyer. You can do an actual card invitation, something really nice. Now, I've been in business for a while, so I did something really nice. If you're new, you're not going to do it so nice. I don't want you to spend a ton of money. I don't want you to break the bank. You know what? Make flyers. Big deal. Now you don't want to, I like it not to look like, it's an actual, I hate to, there's no way to write it without saying, I don't want it to look so much like a pure romance party as opposed to, well, it is. I want it to look like it's happy hour at my house and it's going to be so much fun. So if you read this, if you're on the phone, it says you're invited to the hottest party of the year. Here it is, the one party everyone wants to be invited to. It's only for women. Join us for a hilarious yet tasteful presentation of the hottest adult products Pure Romance has to offer. Bedroom accessories, lotions, potions, so much more. The date. I do a happy hour mingling and food from 6 to 7:30 because I've been in business so long. But for you, I would do 6:30 to 7:30 as your happy hour mingling and food. I just have so many people I haven't seen in so long, and I feel so bad doing just a 1 hour that it doesn't allow me enough time to get around and talk to people. So I've been doing that little earlier start time. Yeah, I'll post. Yeah, I can post some of these slides. Definitely, I can post these pictures on Facebook. Good idea. I'll put this in our Facebook team page. Okay, here's the second half of the invitation. So, what to bring? Friends, receive a full 8-ounce Coochie shave cream for every shopping friend. So, you want to write the word shopping friend you bring that is not on my guest list because somebody said, "Oh my God, I brought 4 friends," and they were all past hostesses, and they knew it. She was like, "These guys are on your guest list." I'm like, "Yeah, sorry," but she said I did bring one new person, so she did have one, and so she got a Coochie for her. So for me, it's worth it to get new blood into my house, to get new people over into my business. I love it. Then I have these tickets. I stole these tickets from a pampered chef girl that's been in business a long time and she's super successful. And so I have, a ticket for RSVPing, a ticket for attending, 5 tickets for an uninvited friend, 10 tickets for being a past hostess, 3 tickets for being a past guest, 10 tickets for joining my team, 15 tickets for scheduling a June and July party. So you can be working them in that pre-happy hour by saying, "Hey, would you like an extra 15 tickets in the drawing? You just got to book a party," because you might have somebody who's like, I'm going to definitely book a party night. You say, "You know what? Let's get you on the books now before the show starts because I can give you an extra 15 tickets." So this gives you, yeah, we're going to give out physical tickets and I'm going to show you what the tickets look like. They're just regular tickets. I took a picture of those too. And this way it allows you to kind of hit them for a party before the party starts without feeling like, again, like I'm such a salesperson, like, "Hey, thanks for coming to my party. Here's a drink and now let's book a party." You know what I mean? Like, it's just like, "Oh, girl, I want to hook you up. I want to give you 15 extra tickets. Let me know if you want to book that party." Okay. I also write, feel free to come late because some people work really late, especially in the DC area. They get out late and I want to make sure that they, know that we go pretty late, so they can come to 10 o'clock, whatever. Free gifts for cash, and I'll tell you, I got a lot of cash this year. Past hostesses receive a discount, so that is not going to apply if you're a new person. You don't write that part. Make sure you have women 18 and over. And then this year, thanks to Kelly Ellis Neal, I stole the pre-sale specials. I love this idea. Now, here's what Kelly Ellis Neal does is she actually does this at some of the big parties whenever she's done one at like a bar or a restaurant, or maybe you're doing this is a really good tip. If you're doing maybe a charity party, fundraiser, whatever, you do pre-sale specials for an hour. And it's so cool. Now, Kelly Ellis Neal does 10% off anything you want for an hour. I didn't want to do that because I wanted to have certain things that I wanted to get rid of on special. So I'll show you what I did. You guys will get to see all that. But the pre-sale thing is really cool. So write that down somewhere because you can use that for anything. You can use that for the next whatever. I don't know what you want to book, but whatever it is, think of that pre-sale special. It's a really great idea because it gets them to shop twice. So they shopped and they had things that they can only buy till 7:30. And then guess what? The end of the party, I got another order form for them. How cool is that, right? So that was genius. That was Kelly Ellis's. That wasn't mine. Okay. Different ways to invite. The first way was the paper. You can just make that paper invitation, print it up at Staples, print it up at your day job, print it up, but don't make it look like such a homemade job. You know what I mean? Make it look nice. You can use the Pure Romance logo, make it look really pretty. Normally I use in my regular day-to-day booking parties with other hostesses, I use the professional business, essentials paper invites that Pure Romance sells because I love them. All right, so text. You want to text absolutely everybody you know under the sun You got to go through your entire phone database and text everyone. So doesn't matter. You handed her a physical invitation. You're going to send a reminder. Now, 2 ways to do this. Actually, there's 3. One is you can just type up a text. One year I just did that before even Red Stamp came out. And we even did pictures on phones. And I would type it up. Hey, girl, having a party. Save the date. It's Tuesday, May 12th. Love to see you. I'm doing a happy hour. Come on over. Have a drink of wine. Come on over, whatever. Or you can take a picture. This is an actual picture of the whole invite so you can see it from top to bottom. Or you can use Red Stamp. You guys are all Red Stamp savvy. If you're brand new, it's just www.redstamp.com. You can use Red Stamp on your computer or on your phone, and it makes really easy. Save the dates. It makes reminders. It makes all kinds of fun stuff. So it's totally up to you, but you want to text everybody in your phone, okay? And then hopefully they RSVP. So I walked around in my yoga studio, and at the end of yoga, I walked up to people I didn't know. I'm not even kidding you. This person here, Sherry, I have no idea who that is. It's awesome. And she got a flyer from me, and she said, yes, I'm coming and I'm bringing 2 friends. So they RSVP. So you can just write back, and then you've got her on your phone and you can remind her. So you can see she sent that Sunday. All right, an email. Now there's two places that I use for email right now because Anyvite is shut down right now. You can use Evite or you can use paperless post. I will tell you, the last meeting I did on Evite, and I sent out, oh my God, like 700 Maryland girls, and I think 12 RSVP'd. So my theory is the Evites sit in spam filters, so I'm not an Evite fan. I am using paperless posts, see paperlesspost.com. And I love this. See this? You can see the guest list. You can see who's coming, who's bringing a friend, who sent me regrets, who hasn't replied. I can see who opened it. I can see who didn't open it, and I have a couple bounce, and then I can take them off my list. And this is really cool because this saves in my address book. Now, this is free. They do have ones. I've made nicer invites in the past that cost money. See these coins up here? These coins, geez, I probably have some coins I bought. I probably could have done a nice one. The online ones that cost 2 coins each is so confusing, but they're way nicer than the one I did. You're going to see the one I did. It's kind of crappy, but it was cheap this year because I spent so much on the hard copy invites. The hard copy invites I bought online. I had them pre-made, and the website is Idea Art. So ideaart.com is the same one I did from last year from Idea Art. And I wouldn't recommend you new people using it because it's expensive, Idea Art, really expensive. All right, so let me show you what the paperless post is. Not very great. This is what it looked like. The font is horrendous. I can barely read it myself, but I was in a rush when I did it, and I didn't care. I just wanted it done off my plate. I wanted the old done is better than perfect. So you could do a better one, much better. And I got this out late. You can see what I did. This should have gone out a solid month in advance. So very, very bad, Dana. And my attendance was down this year from years past, and we're going to talk about that. So you can just do a smaller version of what you did, just same text, and just, this looks crappy, but that's what I did. I picked up a couple from that. Okay, so if someone sends you a no, check this out. Work the no's. So this one says, oh my God, my son has strep throat. I wrote, oh no, I hope he feels better. Thanks for letting me know. You may have to book a party since I won't have another one for a long time. And look, she wrote, thanks. I have a friend who may be interested. I will let you know. And then I wrote, you can get $50 in free products. I know this got cut off for a referral. So let me know, blah, blah, blah. And I would write that down somewhere so you don't forget about her. So I already forgot about her. See how bad I am? I need to actually write that down. So make a little list. Like, I'm going to touch base with her in 2 weeks. Or if you're having a booking blitz, there's my girl, like, hey, you can up the ante if you haven't heard back from her. She ignores you. You can be like, I'm running this special. If she books a party, I'll give you $50 and a free coochie or whatever. Come up with something. All right. It's a party you wouldn't have had. All right. Here we go. We're talking Facebook now. I haven't even done the Facebook event for you. Here's what you want to do. So you want to do posts on your regular Facebook page, but you don't want to annoy the crap out of them, because what happens is you start writing, you know, come to my party, here's the link, come to my party. Facebook will just not stop showing it in the newsfeed. And so I put other things like, hey, does anybody have a good recipe for Jello shots? Look at this. I want to make them for my party. See how I wrote that? And then people start putting them through, and they got links. Get your boyfriend, see my boyfriend, and make him write on there. You can see Loretta, my assistant, she writes on here like, you know what? If you're not getting a lot of response, send a text out to your friends. Hey, I just did a status. I need you to like it. I need you to comment, because Facebook has algorithms. If you're very new to this, I want you to Google Facebook algorithms and start reading about them, because they will hose you. Okay. You can also do Instagram. You can also do Twitter. If you're good on Twitter and Instagram, do the same stuff. I'm just not as good on that. So I stick with Facebook for this and do it on the fly. This is just a sample of how many things I get invited to constantly. This is an old one, but I just screenshot a quick little, this was just a day in the life of Dana Barish. I get so many invitations to things, and it's not just, this is last year, you can see May, but it's not just me. Everybody does. People get so many. So I want you to see how badly buried alive your Facebook event is before you think you're going to rely on that. Okay, so it really gets buried alive. All right, so here's my Facebook event. This is just like you would do a normal Facebook event for a hostess. And what's great about hosting a party at your own house is you go through the motions of a hostess, and it's going to help you with your hostess coaching. You're going to get a lot better at hostess coaching thanks to doing a party at your own house. So I just do a standard Facebook event, which I'm not going to go through because it's a whole nother webinar. But I use the same text you can see up the side, and you can look. This is the pathetic frickety part, is what I want to show you guys. I have 303 people I invited. I had 10 maybes. I don't think any of those maybes came. 17, and now it says 17 went. These are like assistants and helpers. So you can see Connie Fanning, she's a helper. Loretta's my assistant. Liz is a helper. I know Tiffany and Daniel Joy made them. They came to help. So they had RSVP, yes, to help the head count, because you want that head count to look good. But that's how bad Facebook was this year. So this was the worst year for this Facebook event. So this was a big, big reason that my attendance was lower than in years past, is the Facebook changes their algorithm. They literally change it daily. They change it weekly. They change it monthly. You never know what the heck is going on. So that's why I don't want you to rely on it. Okay. So it hosed me. All right. So in the Facebook event, same thing. You just put little blurbs in there like, hey, look, 24 hours from now, try to get people to like it. You know, even if it's your friends. And you can see I put little things like, oh, look, I bought the drinks. Who's ready for some fun? You know, you don't want to just keep constantly hitting them up and saying, I haven't heard you, RSVP. I need a head count. You don't want to put nasty stuff. You just put like fun stuff, like, oh, get ready, get excited. Look at the drinks. Look at the fun. Look at the food. Change the name of the events constantly, because that will help you send out a notification to people. And even if you're not serving this, so see these cute cupcakes, I'm not serving those. I didn't make those. I just stole that off of Pinterest. But people like that picture. Every time I post that, people are like, wow, you're so creative. I'm like, it's not my picture. But you don't have to, look, I just wrote, we have sweet treats for you during the happy hour, okay? They don't care, just anything. Post in there. I had one of my past hostesses, she makes pretzels now, so I wanted to help her out, so I bought pretzels. I put that up there. You can see, just like a normal Facebook event, I was doing the miracle oil, I was doing the Revive. Now, speaking of miracle oil, I put this on the pre-sale table, which I'm going to show you the flyer for that. And I didn't really demo it at the party because I had a lot of miracle oil left over, and I just wanted to move it. I had a lot in stock. And so that went on my table. All right. You can also do a game just like you do for a flash sale, the Buzz Buzz Orgasm, which we're not going to get into, but I played that. Got a bunch of people going. I was trying. The one day it got no one, and the next day it got a bunch of people. So you just never know with Facebook events. All right, so pre-sale. If you're new, I don't want you to do this, But if you're not new, if you're like Judy Morris on here, you can look over in the sale items, see what's on sale. You can stock up on things. You can put these on the pre-sale if you're like looking to hit your retail a certain amount, or you're looking for giveaways. I look over here on the right side, look at my price and see how cheap I can find stuff. You see this Masterpiece collar and leash is $2 my cost. Now I have a high buying discount. I'm at 60%. That was a $30 item on sale for $2. So that is a great giveaway. So those ticket thing where you're like, what are you giving away as prizes for the tickets? Find things that are $2. Find things that are $4.80. Find, anything under $5 is good. A Luxe crop was $4. Too bad it's free. It's better than nothing. You can use these also to book a party. You could say, book a summer party. Not only are you going to get X, Y, and Z, but I've got a bonus, whatever, double date, $3.60, okay? Here's my pre-sale flyer. This I printed up, I put in a frame, I put it on the table. I moved my pre-sale stuff into my basement because I wanted to have those items in an area where people could flow through my house because my house is really tiny, and they went into the basement. So what I did on the table was 25% off everything on the table. Anything I had extra stock of, I just got tired of my aura. I had a lot of aura. I had a lot of hot hearts because it was winter time and now it's going into summer. So for me, hot hearts don't sell as much. So I wanted to move some of those. Skin therapy, just whatever you have. If you're new, don't do it. Or if you want to print up something, if you're brand new, you can make a little special thing, and you can, if you have no stock, no problem. You can make a flyer and say anything on this flyer is 25% off for 1 hour, and then you can take orders. So that was that. I had leftover lingerie. Obviously, if you're new, you don't, but I had anything on the rack was 10. And then if you want to do catalog pieces, you can buy them off 30% off. Okay. Keep that Facebook engaging on your regular page up until the last second. So I just kept posting pictures like, hey, does anyone know if buffalo chicken dip goes with this 50 Shades of Grey wine I bought? Now, see, that was talking about my party without annoying them. So you keep those going. I made Jello shooters this year. I change it up all the time. And these were the Jello shooters. I was posting them like, hey, has anyone ever tried, yellow shooters? Whatever. Just keep the Facebook posts going. Here's the tickets. Somebody was asking about the tickets. I think it was Jennifer. So you can, for the RSVP, 1 ticket, attending 1 ticket, you can print these up. And that way I had them in a frame. That way I had a helper. So if you don't have a helper, if you're new, have one of your girlfriends help you with stuff like this, because you're going to be so busy pouring drinks, getting food, changing the toilet paper in the bathroom. You need some assistance. So get your sister, get your neighbor, get someone to help you. They can do the tickets, and then you just need to buy a roll of tickets, okay? And this was not live this past party, but it was 2 years ago, I think. This is one of my setups. So I had sangria, but I did this year, I had the Arnold Palmer's, which is just the Firefly and lemonade. They're really good. And then I had made champagne punch. This was the year I had like 90 people coming. So I had a big spread for this. All right. And you can see how tight my house is. This is the dining room. And I make veggies and dip because it's really affordable. I have a recipe for dip and it just doesn't cost a lot. And just buy bags of stuff, make it easy. Anything you want to put out that's party food related, don't break the bank for food though, okay? So don't break the bank for food. I make sangria this year. I did not, but normally I do. I have a recipe on the Facebook group. So if you're watching this on a recording, you can actually pause this and print the screen. But this is my recipe, and it's really, really easy and very affordable to make. I also make a champagne punch, which is really affordable. So anything that's not going to break the bank to serve is a great thing. Here's some things that I've served. You can see what my spread looks like for just a party. Just party stuff, whatever is easy for you. And if you're not having a whole lot of people, then don't break the bank. Just do something salty and something sweet. Sometimes if you put out too much food, nobody wants a bucket party because it looks too hard. So sometimes less is actually better. You want to have your pens, your catalogs. Make sure you've got your paper products ready to rock and roll. So your supplies, you're going to need tickets. You're going to need frames to put the signs in, pens, and of course, all of your paper products. So if you're new, you want to order paper products. You can get more catalogs. You can get recruiting brochures. You can get hostess brochures, that kind of stuff. Have those ready to rock and roll. All right, so name tags. At the front entrance, I have a greeter, and my greeter has two colored name tags. This is the plain one, and then I have the gold ones. And the gold ones are for past hostesses. So what they did is they put their name on there, and it would go on the gold. So we quickly knew that the past hostesses got 20% off their order, and I could acknowledge them at the beginning of my show, and it was easy for me to flag. If you're new, you won't have any past hostesses. So you know what you could use the gold for if you have two different colors? You could use maybe the gold for someone who brought a friend. So you could say, hi, Mary, have your helper. Hi, Mary, how do you know Lisa? She says, I know Lisa from the hair salon. You say, great. And who'd you bring with you? This is Mary. And does Mary know Lisa? No, she doesn't. She's new. Great. Then you can put the gold one on her. So you can kind of know, like you scan the room quickly for golds, and you can be like, oh, new meat, fresh blood, yay. So if you have a big turnout, it helps you out. So anything you can think of to kind of assist you. But I need name tags because I get confused who people are, especially if they're coming from the gym. Like if you invited your gym friends, they're going to look completely different with their hair and makeup done all up. This is my ordering room, so I have this set up. And I have another picture of it too. It's at the very end, which I apologize. I meant to put it there. But down here, I had some old giveaways that I forgot to give away over the years. Literally, it's just a little bag. It's supposed to be a recruiting brochure, a little recruiting bag. I made these up, and it's so funny. I never gave them away. It was in the Steve Wilshire webinar. So I put those in the bags. I have koozies with my name on it over here, and these are the free cash gifts. And you don't have to go this extravagant, okay? So I've been in business a long time. I got a lot of stuff. Chances are you haven't been in business that long, so you don't have to do all that. So this is just for people who've been in for a while, but you can see I have my order forms. You can have catalogs ready to go, calculator, my phone, my Square, or my PayPal reader, whatever you use. I have my stapler right here. I staple the customer care cards onto the order forms. I have my phone charger over here because I knew by the end of the night it was going to be going down. Then I had these little tiny seats ready to go for people for the checkout. So if they were in a line, they could sit. They would not be so cranky. Then we set up a big pole here, my lingerie rack, and put the tablecloth over it to make a wall so it can be private in there. You want to have a private shopping room. And then here's stock over here in these bags. Okay. Here's what I do recommend you do for all of your parties. Print up anything that takes a long frickety time to demo. For me, Body Boost, Revive, and Miracle Oil. So what I did is I printed up these little sheets, and that we all see in the Facebook team page. We see these cute little, somebody did them. And I laminate them. But wait, I'm going to show you. I'm going to flip these over. See these? So Body Boost, Revive, Miracle Oil. Let's flip them over. There's the back. So I have the testimonial on the back. So I have my Body Boost before and after. I have a Revive day in it before and after, and I have my Miracle Oil, all the stuff you can do. It saves you time because if you're like, oh my God, I want to do a quick demo, or I only want to demo my top 20, this will help you out. I don't like the top 20. I like to do a full demo as much as possible because the more they see, the more they're going to buy, which is why I don't like an open house, because no one's going to buy Revive at an open house. They don't even know what it is. Even if you put a sign on the table, it's not going to sell them like your awesome demo is. It'd be like putting all your items on QVC. So let's pretend we're going to watch QVC for 2 hours, but we're not going to watch anything. We're just going to throw everything on a table and tell you to buy it. You're not going to buy it. You need to hear what they're saying on QVC about it. Okay. These are giveaways. So if you're brand new, this is what I would get. Foil packets. Somebody, brought a friend. You don't have to give them a full-size cooch. You don't have to do that. You can do a foil packet. Or somebody wins a prize. you can do a foil packet. So you don't have to break the bank with these things. I don't want you to think, oh my God, or if they pay in cash, get a foil packet. I mean, you don't have to spend a ton of money. I do some show specials and sometimes I forget what the heck I said. So I'll write them down and sometimes I change them. So on my order form that night, I wanted people to come and stock up on body, do, and coochie. So I said if you bought one, it was 20, so no deal on one. But if you bought two, it was 25, but if you bought three, it was 49. And so that was the same for the coochie. So you can run little specials for the night. And this is not the pre-show, this is during the party. So I have an order form by me when I'm doing my demo, so I don't forget what the heck the special even is. And then I announce it and I tell them to write it on their order form. Some people do wish lists. I do the order form, which means I hand them out an order form at the beginning of the party. I hand them out a catalog. I tell them not to open the catalog. And then we go down the order form, not in order because it's alphabetical, but when they see something that they like, they can circle it, they can star it, they can put little notes. And if you're new, you're going to do the catalog method because you, chances are, don't have as big a demo as I do. So you just go through the catalog. All right. Oops, let me go back. Oh my gosh. Press a button to go back. Well, we won't go back. All right, so this is me. This was this past party I did. You can see the food's over here. And I had 32 people show up for this one, which was a low turnout for me. So I didn't need to do my stadium seating, which I'll show you at the end. So you can see 2 years ago, you'll see this table's gone, and I had to do all these rows of chairs and rows of chairs this way because I had so many people. But this was still a good party. All right, here's what I wanted to show you was the other side of the office. Yes, ignore my light bulbs down there. This is my spare room, and I had stock going across here. Oh, the netting, thanks. My beachy house. You can see all the body boos. You can see my come clean. These are put a ring on it. We have our blush collection. I know, this is what happens when you've been in business a long time. And I still have those bags over on the side. Remember the bags you saw, which was stock? This is extra, more stock, okay? So I have, I know it's overwhelming when you're new. Believe me, when I was new, I had nothing. Nothing, you guys, nothing. We all start somewhere. You can see I have these little Pure Romance bags ready to go when somebody buys a high-end toy. If they want to buy a Bob or they're going to buy an executive, see the executives up there. Yeah, it's intimidating. If I saw this too, I'd be like, what the hell? Don't panic. Remember, I have been in business. This is my 14th year in business. If I didn't have this much stock after 14 years, I'm in big trouble, right? Yeah. So we're all going to start somewhere. You know, you start off and you start small, you're a business, and you grow, 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 grow. That's the great thing about Pure Romance. You're going to grow and you're going to get more stock. What else do I want to tell you on the stock over here? So yeah, so what I put on my special, I had Tuscan Nights still on that I wanted to get rid of because I want to start showing this Radiant Orchid. So that was on my 25 off. I told you I had a lot of miracle oils. Here's some extra up here. The Aura I was right here, but I put it downstairs on that table. My Hot Hearts, this is not even half the stock. You guys would really die. The Hot Hearts are downstairs on the table. I'm so sorry I forgot to take a picture of the table, but I'm just telling you what it is. I had Bob's down there. I had Thumbs Up, so things I'd gotten on sale. All right. Cool. Yay. Yeah, eventually you guys will all be big, have a lot of stock. So this is what you're going to look like one day. And this is pure profit. This is not Dana taking out a loan. This is literally profits. That's the cool thing. I wanted to show you that I cheated on the fruit this year. I bought it from Chick-fil-A. See, oh, it's upside down. So if you're in a rush and you're like, oh my God, I work a day job, I can't do all this party prep, buy things, you know, whatever makes it easy for you. Yeah. And this was my happy hour. So before the happy hour started, before the show started, I do this happy hour walking around. These are my yoga friends. And I had one of my friends owns a Pure Barre studio. So you can see she's got the Pure Barre coupon. And this gal right here, She works at a plastic surgeon's office, so I told her to bring flyers for her plastic surgeon because they had some cool sculpt specials and permanent makeup. This gal over here, she writes for the newspaper and she does home of the week, so she always needs houses. So what you do to get more people at your party is you hit up your friend. Hey, you sell 31 bags, come to my party and we'll put out your brochure and we can give your information out. Hey, do you have a local realtor? Invite your local realtor and say, look, I'd love for you to come to my party and meet a lot of local people and we can pass out your business cards. And that's what I did. So you can't see it, but I had stacks of these Pure Bars over here. Over here, I had stacks of the plastic surgeon's office. Oh, the girl who owns the local ski house, she brought coupons, so they were there floating around. Part of the happy hour is these is still happy hour. These are past hostesses, really good friend of mine. This is a past recruit. See, if you've been in business a long time, if your recruits go inactive, you know what? You still be friends with them, and you know what? They still buy. They still love our products. It's so cool. So that's the happy hour. That's my little couch. And this was 2 years ago when I moved that dining room table into the other room. It was cute. So I had all this pink going on. So that was like the first year I did Pure Romance when we switched from slumber parties. So I wanted everything to be really pink. And that party I had 50 or 60 people show for that. But I had a lot of people not buy because I didn't have my ordering room set up very good. Again, I always get Chick-fil-A. I love Chick-fil-A. Easy breezy. Okay, here's the stadium seating. See how that dining room table is now gone? This was 2 years ago. I had to dismantle it, put it in that other room where you saw all the stock, move all my stock out this door here and into the garage. So it was hot. It was really hot. So it was not the best ordering room, but I had no choice. So this is my stadium seating. So you may have to borrow chairs. All these gray chairs I had borrowed from neighbors. The black chairs I own. I have bought them and these are my dining room chairs back here. This is my bar stools in the back row. So just depending on what your head count is. I was posting this on Facebook like, oh, look at the beer, look at the shrimp I bought. Just keep posting. Oh, I'm so excited. I love shrimp. You know, you don't even have to say what it's for. Okay. This is a good thing that's going to help you guys out for your business in general. These are Hostess bonus bucks that I just came up with. Now, I've told you guys to do the dice, the purse booking games, the coin purse game. I know Nancy McCarty's really good at it, and that's why she's so busy. But sometimes you want to change it up, or maybe you don't. Maybe you want to stick with the coin purse game. And you could still roll the dice and do the prizes to book a party, but these Hostess bonus bucks, you could offer up. Aren't these cute? So what I did is I had these envelopes I bought years ago, and I never used them for anything. So I printed on Microsoft Word this, and I just took packing tape and put it on. Inside the envelopes are different amounts, 25 bucks, $10, 15. They go up to 30. And if you book a weeknight party, not only can you roll the dice and get your booking gift, like you still play your coin purse game, but look, book a weeknight. I'll give you a Hostess bonus buck. You can pick an envelope and you can get some bonus money. Or, hey, you're new. You don't want to book out 3 months out. You say, look, I have an open date calendar. I have an open date card of hot dates that I need to fill. They're coming up in the next 3 weeks. If you pick an open date and you pick a weeknight, I'll give you 2 picks of the Hostess bonus bucks. Okay, so you can wheel and deal. The name of the game is booking parties. If you're not booking parties from your party, you're in big, bad trouble, okay? So you always want to have parties on your books. So this is just an idea. Maybe you find something cuter. Maybe it's, 4th of July little envelopes or whatever the theme is. If it's Valentine's Day or Christmas or Hanukkah or Easter, change it up. Do whatever, makes you excited. Because if you're excited, they're going to be excited. So I'm excited about these because they're brand new. I'm like, look at my Hostess bonus box. Wow. They're like, yay, I'll book a party. These were just some pictures I had taken. My daughter had made the buffalo chicken dip, so she makes it the night before because obviously she's too young to be there. So you can take a picture on Facebook like, look, I make my daughter work. She's made the chicken dip. And you just post on Facebook and they're like, oh, this looks so good. I want to come to your party tomorrow. Took a picture of my friends at the party, just posted on Facebook. And you know what? This will help you for next year. You can be like, oh, I just love seeing my friends at my annual party. And so maybe someone couldn't show up to your party and they see this in their feed and they're like, I'm coming to the next one. Okay. This was 2 years ago because I was wearing red for slumber parties. You can see I had red lap boards. This is the stadium seating. You can see my friend's chair that I borrowed. So I had stadium seating. It was so tight. I had stadium seating going this way and that way. I literally had to walk up this middle. It was crazy. Crazy people. This is, yeah, that's that same party. And that year I did cupcakes. And you see the tables dismantled. And that's the end. Ah! Yay. So who has questions? Anyone have questions? If you want to type them in the box, I will get them. I don't know if there's anything else you need to see. If you have a question, type in the box. Otherwise, I think I got through everything. I will escape this and go back. To the beginning. Okay, so what was the question about the retired products? Just as what about info? What does that mean? What do you mean, what about info about retired products? Wasn't sure what that means. Do you mean like pass it around? Where did info? I'm like slow tonight, huh? Are they out of the catalog? Where do you get info? And so everything you need is on the COO as far as what's current, what's discontinued, what's coming, what's going. But like, don't freak out over them. I know some people, some big time players will actually use a catalog from two things ago if they have those products in stock. So I use the catalog till it's gone. So I'm only on that new blush catalog because I actually ran out of the last one, but I would have kept going with it. Oh, microphone. You need a microphone. You see this microphone I have on? I do have the microphone that I got from Amazon. It's literally like $30. I can bump up the post. I'll put pictures up on our Facebook team page and I'll put some more pictures on there and I'll put the recipes on there. I also make meatballs. I didn't this year, I was lazy, but I make homemade meatballs. I have a recipe for that. I make party stromboli, which is really easy and it feeds a big crowd for cheap. I buy all the ingredients at Sam's Club, so it doesn't cost a lot. I'm all about keeping things, you know, on the affordable for you. Okay, so let me see what else you had questions on, you guys. Oh, good questions too. Someone has a small apartment. Jamie, I don't know if you can see how small my house is. Anyone who's been in my house, it is so, look at this. This is wall to wall. I mean, so your apartment is probably just this. I would, if this was all I had, I would take this table out. I would move my table out and I'd put people all over the floor. I would just let them, like, tell them it's Papa Squat. We're sitting down and, you know, get comfortable. We're going to just be like old school party and get on the floor. So make it work. Just jam them in there. Don't worry about how small your apartment is. Okay. Are you going to post the docs? Yes, I will post the documents. I will do a thread on Facebook and do all these pictures so you can see them up close and personal. Yeah, I can post my Microsoft Word. It literally just, I can show you guys it. Do you guys want to see? I will pull it out for you. You just want to see what those look like? Hang on. All right, you guys. They're like, we want to see some stuff. Let's look documents. So I have lots of documents. Let's see if I saved it in the right spot. I'm not even sure if I saved that. I think it's under Pure Romance. Here they are. Yeah, look. Yay! Here's Hostess bonus box. Look, this is just Microsoft Word, you guys. Look. I just literally, it's Calibri 36 is the thing. Just print and then I just cut them. I mean, I'm so simple. It's crazy. So there's the Hostess bonus box and then the other one looks like This is the money. There's the 25s, 15s, 20s, 15s, 30s. It goes up to 30. So if you are thinking I want to offer their choice of two, so if you take a hot night, you take a weeknight, you could take the 30s off and just make them all 25s or 20s. You could be cheaper, but I want a big amount. I want it to hold, and then you don't have to do this forever. So your top sellers in the company, they don't have to keep over and over and over and over offering all kinds of stuff. But when you're new or if you're out of parties, you need to offer a ton. So really nothing is just too big to be offering. It's crazy. I would offer the farm, literally. Okay. So and Debbie, if you want to go on the COO, all of products are on the COO. So it'll walk you through that on there. All right, Carnita. Yeah, parties. I would definitely generate some parties this way. You could do two. And the year I did the one I did on a Sunday afternoon at 2:00, and then I did a Thursday night, and I put the Evite like that. It said come to one or come to the other. I literally had one Evite that had both dates on it. So, and I had a good turnout for both. How often do you have a party at your house? I do one once a year, but some people do them quarterly. Some people do them twice a year. It's totally up to you and how busy you are. And it's literally, though, you got to hustle it up. I mean, you got to take those invites everywhere. You've got to be able to walk up to people. But I love it because the people that didn't show, at the Facebook event, I did show you the Facebook event. So you could see people in the Facebook event that commented or liked posts that didn't show, but I think they're really good customers, so they'll probably come to the next one. Oh yeah, so music. Good question, Linda. One of those pictures had the music on. Is there anything else you guys need in here? Oh, I also had pictures of the kit lists. I had those printed up. I just didn't get time to get that up on there. But you can have kit lists up. You can take pictures. This is an old kit sale, but you could, anything that the new kit sale is. So that way when you play your Ask Me Anything game, you have that ready to go. You can print up these PRCEFs. So someone's ready to rock and roll. They can fill this out because you're not going to have time to sign them up on your website right then there, but they can fill this out so you can just enter it in. Anything else? What do you suggest for parties when you are using the first kit that didn't come with a lot of products? Oh, so you're going to use the catalog method and you just whip through the catalog. And I know Heather Pillow's party on the COO is up and live, and she goes through the catalog, and it's amazing. And if you're in Australia, New Zealand, Katie Rowe has a party up there, and she does the same thing. She goes through the catalog. So just go through the catalog. They don't physically have to touch the bottle of coochie. They don't physically have to touch a lot of things. So you can just turn to that page of the catalog and tell them to look at it and buy it. Bosom Buddy. Bosom Buddy, is it discontinued? I don't think so. That might be a good question for our Facebook team meeting because I'm not really sure. Yes, we have booty ease, Debbie, so very similar. So products, I would go through, if you're new, go through Party School. Party School has really great information and will walk you through a lot of stuff. And there's also bookings on the COO that you should go through and check those out because there's a lot of information on how to book more parties and talk to people and market your business. I would recommend doing a trade show at least twice a year. I would recommend trying to set up a charity party. You could call local organizations. Call your local breast cancer organization, Susan G. Komen. Call them and say, hey, I have a way for you to do a fundraiser. Would anyone be interested in doing a party for charity? I'll give you 25% of the, party sales in a check. And you can write it off on your taxes. It makes you feel good. And this gets you in a new clientele of people you never had before. You can, donate things for people's causes, get your name out there. You could do a local happy hour girls night out and donate prizes to the DJ, or even just use those hostess bonus bucks. You could give them $15 gift certificates or $20 gift certificates. What a great way to get your name out there in the community. Where could you donate a gift certificate just to get your name out there? You know, and can you imagine a DJ? Let's say there's 100 people at a bar and you're like, the DJ gets on there, or the karaoke guy says, Parties by Debbie, Pure Romance Parties by Debbie has offered up a $25 gift certificate tonight. How nice. So to get your name in the drawing, go back and see Debbie back there in the corner. She's going to have you fill out a prize drawing slip. So you could use those customer care cards, or you could do the ballots. Pure Romance has it on the COO ballot, so you can print those up. And just think. What could you do? Could you partner up with some bridal salons right now? You know, and say, hey, you know, we're both want to see some brides. Could you get hooked up with a wine festival? Could you get hooked up with an art festival? Could you get hooked up with, you know, parking your car on the end of a concert and putting a little sign on there that says, ladies take one, and put your cards in the windshield wipers. Get car magnets. You can get vinyl for your back car. There's so many ways to market your business. So you want to get your name out there. So someone has to leave. I don't let them leave anymore, Linda. So I tell them all the products are here. You can tell them, you know, the deals are tonight. And if you don't have any products in stock, you can let them know at the beginning before you start. You like, you know, if you want to place an order, you got to do it tonight, here and now. Because once you try to chase people down the next day, it's a nightmare. So, all right, girls, it is. Woo! We went a long time. I love it. So I want to thank you guys for hopping on this. This was so much fun. I hope you got a lot of ideas and you're ready to do a party at your house. You can do as many as you want. If you already did one and it wasn't a success, go back and think, what did you do? What can you do differently? Did you do it on a weekend? Did you call it an open house? Never call an open house. That just sounds like show up whenever you want. Nobody ends up showing up. So, and make sure when you're handing these things out, you tell people, come to my happy hour, come to my house. I'm having a party at my house. I'd love for you to come. And look them in the eye and tell them, look, I would love for you to come to this party at my house. So you guys are rock stars. I hope you get a ton of these parties going. I hope you book a ton of parties. And I hope everyone who you handed a flyer to that couldn't come to your party ends up booking a party. You can even put a coupon on the bottom of that invitation that says, can't make the show, call me for a special deal, and mention Dana Special when you call. You know, like something fun. It just sounds fun. Or text bonus special to my number and put your number on there. All right, so think of ways, be creative, be savvy, market your business. You can do this. So you guys have a great night.